Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by Team Slidescope. In this part, we are learning about creating global product inventory analysis dashboard. You can see the data set that we have is for different type of products that are sold globally, and what is the total price, total stock quantity, and on the basis of that, how we can calculate the total inventory value, a very simple DAX calculation. Similarly, some products are expired. So using a simple if else, how to calculate is expired column. Then on the basis of manufacturing date and expiration date, applying different type of filters. We also have information of color and size here. So color and size is actually given as a combined column. Color size variations, how we can create separate columns on the basis of these combinations by just splitting the value through Power Query Editor, and total inventory value by product category, inventory value by color size variation and category, total inventory value by product dimension. There are many type of product dimensions available. Although the inventory value, although warranty period is given as a number here, but how we can use it as a categorical field, and use a tree map, use a funnel chart. What is the purpose of this ribbon chart? We can see the rank of clothing, electronic and home appliances in different type of color size variations. All of this is something that we are going to learn in this video, so let's get started with it. So the data set that we are going to analyze in this particular project is global product inventory data set. The data set provides a detailed snapshot of product inventory, and it is perfect for logistic optimization, e-commerce analysis, or supply chain research. It has 14 columns covering product specs, pricing, stock, and tax. You can get it from this particular URL. I will provide you the link, and here is the data set. So first column, we have unique product ID, we have product name, some general name like laptop, smartphone, headphone, monitor, etc. are given. Then we have product category, we have product description, which is just a random value. Then we have price of the product. We'll assume that pricing is given in USD. Then we have stock quantity, how much stock do we have, warranty period, product dimension. Then there is manufacturing date, expiration date, we have SKU name, and we also have product tabs like VNU, NZ6, etc. And we also have color and size variations, and finally product rating. So on the basis of these values, we will try to analyze this. And here you can see other information like whatever this product is like. So price is in USD, warranty period is there, and manufacturing date is also clear. Product tab is a comma separated list tag describing the product such as VNU will say. This could represent features, keywords, or category which is not known, but some values are known to us. So whatever values are known, we will try to create a dashboard or a report on the basis of those values. So we have some categorical values, date related values, and some numerical values, using which we will create some KPIs, we will create some categorical graphs and analyze the data. To start analyzing the data, we will open Power BI desktop, click on Get Data, and go to Text CSV connector. We will go to the folder. Here it is given as Global Product Inventory. We will select the product and open it here. Now you can see we have all the columns. Make sure all the headers and their values are properly aligned with each other. Then load the data. We will wait. Now all the changes are applied, and now we can save it so that we can start preparing our report. We have saved it as global product inventory in our E drive. Now we will simply add a text box here, and the text box I will simply write global product inventory analysis dashboard, and we will select the font, select a color, and we will use size around 36 and make it bold. After making it bold, I will just arrange it like this. Now I will select the text once again, go to effects, and from here we can enable shadow and a border. So this is our text box. After creating the text box, we can also insert some images here. To insert image, click on the insert tab. From here select the image. So here I have some assets here which I can use. In this case I will simply use the grocery png file, and you can use any one of them, and I will put this particular text on the right hand side. So let me select this and drag it here, and I will use this image on the right hand side. I will use this area to create filters so that we can analyze the data by using these different categories as filter, like product dimension, description, etc. if you want to use them. And I will just increase the images width and height like this, and I will simply copy this and go to home and format painter and apply here. So it will automatically copy the same styling. Now our first part is done. Our initial image and text details are added. Now the important key performance indicators are price and stock quantity. We also have product rating. So let's put these three KPIs here. So we will create a card here, and in the card visual we will track some parameters or some measures related to price. So here we have the price value. We'll add it to the field. This is sum of price, like we have total inventory worth of 2.55 million, and it is in dollars. Now we will go to format your visual. In format your visual, you can change the format of your KPI here. So for example, in callout value we can select a value equal to 40 pixel, and here this is category label. So you can enable or disable the category label. If you are enabling it, we can make it bold. We can select a different color for it, and same we can do with the callout value. So we will select a callout value like this. There is one more thing. You can go to view, and from here you can select a particular color palette. Let's say we are going with the accessible orchid color palette. Okay, now once you will select everything, everything will be available in this color, so we can select it. Similarly here also you can use them. So for example, in value we will select the value which is given here, just make it bold. And in category label also we are selecting the color from the given palette. This is your choice, but this is something that will kind of themify your report. We will select this. Here also we will go to general tab, we will go to effects and enable some shadow and visual border. For value which is given as category label, I will just choose the font size as 14. So this is sum of price. We will actually call it total price or something, which is basically total price of items. But you can see we also have a stock quantity given. So actually if we will multiply price with stock quantity, that will be the total worth of these items. So let's say for each product we want to show that inventory value. So what we can do, let me try this simple thing. We will go to modeling tab and we will create a new column. We'll call it total inventory value, and we will use sum of price here. So we will select price. For that we have to write it like this: sum of products price multiplied by products and quantity is actually given as a stock quantity. So stock quantity, okay. And since we are creating a column, we don't have to use sum. So for every column, this multiplication will be done and save it. If we use it as a measure, then obviously we can do the sum. But here we have the total inventory value, which is a simple calculation, which you will see here. And now we will simply bring that. So we can bring the total inventory value, which is 128.83 million. Okay. And here we will simply rename for this visual as total inventory value. Based on your requirement, you can do these kind of calculations. Now we will create another copy of it, and here we can also bring total stock quantity, like how much stock quantity do we have. Okay, so we will simply write total stock quantity, although these things may not be needed because total inventory value may be self explanatory, but I'm just using this kind of measures to let you understand how to do these things. Now we also have product rating, so you can see the product rating value here, and for product rating we will create average of product rating. To bring average, we will first bring product rating here, and instead of sum we will select average. If you want to add more filters here, right? So if you want, first of all we will rename for this visual as average product rating. Yeah, so for every card here width is 189, so we can select 189 for all of them, so that we can just put one more of them. And this is total inventory value, and here we have the average product rating, properties 189. Now we can create one more copy here, so that we can, I'm just showing you, we can also show like minimum inventory value, maximum inventory value, or average inventory value. So here actually we will bring the total inventory value and select average. So this way show average inventory value. So we can actually change it here. This will be average inventory value per product. So now our KPIs are ready, and you can distribute them evenly in the first row. Save your work. After this we have date values, like we have the product category, product name. So we can use product category, product name, and dimensions as filter here. So first of all we will add a slicer here and keep the slicer width equal to width of the image that we have used above. And here in the field we are going to bring product category as a slicer. I will simply first of all copy some styling from here, so that at least the borders etc are copied. And I will select it, and I will go to format your visual setting. In slicer setting I will simply select a drop down list. So you can see we have clothing, electronics, and home appliances. Okay, so this is my first slicer. Then I will create another copy. What we can do, at least we can use same sizes for all of them. So, and we have a space, so we can also go to slicer setting, and in values we will increase the font size to 14. Okay, now it's okay. And we can also make it bold. This type of settings you can do from here. You can also increase the padding For example, you can see this type of things you can do. Font color is something we can choose according to theme. And here we have the header. This is called as slicer header. So from here you can go to slicer header and select some heading color, make it bold. So now this is good. So similarly we will add more slicers here. Now as we have prepared our product category, we will simply copy it and we will use for another category. See, product description, how it is given here is not very useful for us. So we will skip this. But product name is very important because we have only distinct product names here are headphone, laptop, monitor, and smartphone. So it is more like a categorical variable. So instead of product category, we will simply select product name here and it will automatically select the heading as well. Similarly, we will copy it one more time and this time we can also go with product tags. So you can see the product tags are given like this. Obviously, explanation for these tags are also not given, but if you still want to go with them, you can select them here. One more thing is color and size variations are given as blue, medium, you know, green, large, etc. So just for learning purpose, what we can do, we can go to transform data and we can actually split this column. So what I will do here, I will come to Power Query Editor. First, I will make a duplicate version of this column. Okay. So now we have the duplicate column here. And here we are going to split the column by a delimiter. You can see in every column the delimiter is forward slash. So we'll use this forward slash for each occurrence, although it is coming one time. And we will code character etc. we will just use as they are. And now you can see column is split into two parts. So we will rename this as color and we will rename the other one as size variation, or we will just use size. Now after making the changes, it is important that we close and apply, otherwise the changes will not be applied. Now here we are going to use color in one of them. Now we will have two different parameters here, blue, green, red. Two different fields will be used as filter. We can use one of them as color, other one which is size. We will also bring that. So now for example we want to see blue, medium. So in blue we only have medium, but there may be cases when with blue we may have other values. So this can be helpful there. Now we can clear them. We can clear this and you can see we only have the medium value here. So let me try to select something else. Okay, here it is showing only blue, medium. So let me see what the problem is. So you can see we only have, but we also have red, green, etc. So and when we are adding color here, we are somehow able to see only all, because here it is selected as medium. So because we have to clear this, yeah, now it will show. Yeah, sometimes we have to see what other filters are applied. And if you have these distinct values, like with blue we only have medium, and with red we only have small, and with green we only have large. So we can use the same thing like green, large, red, because it will be the same thing. But there may be cases when these are different things. So in such cases you can always go with this kind of combinations. Now after making these combinations, we can also select some, we can see what other we can use here, what other parameter we can use as a filter. So we can also go with manufacturing and expiration date. So let's make a copy And when you will use date value as a filter, so you will see other options than drop down value. So here, for example, instead of size, if we drag manufacturing date as a parameter, so you can see 1 January, 15 March, 30 July, seeing like that. But if you will go to format visual slices setting, here you will see between. So when you will select between, you will see these type of options, right? And in between, what we can do in values, we can increase the size a little bit, so so that we can see these values. Like now we can see data between certain dates, like that. So that is very important. And say, just as we have put manufacturing date, you can also put products their expiration date also. Now here is an interesting thing. You can see for some product the expiration date is around 1 January 2024, 1 January 2025 and 1 January 2026. The date on which we are creating this video is 26 March 2025. So some products have expired and some products are still in use, like not expired. If we have to, you know, create a column where, let's say, for every row we want to put that this particular product is expired based on its expiration date. So we can create a calculated column. So we will simply go to modeling tab. From there we will click on new column and we will create a column called is expired. If product's expiration date is greater than today, let's say we are analyzing it for today, like, and this today will be dynamic, like whenever you will open the report, this today will be dynamic. So if it is greater than today, that means the date is something that is in future from today, we will say no, it is not expired. Otherwise we will say it is expired. Okay, so we will simply create this column and let's go to the table view and analyze that. So here you can see, like, 1 January 2025 is a past date, is expired, yes. 1 January 2026 future date, is expired, no. 24 yes, 26 no. So this way this column will be created. Now we can count how many products have expired and how many products are still in use. So we can create a simple donut chart here, and we can create a donut chart like this. And in the donut chart, as a legend, we will bring is expired, and for every product we have a unique product ID. So what we are going to do, we are going to bring that product ID here and we will count them. So this is count of product ID versus is expired. What I can do here, this is legend. So either I can increase the size like this to show it properly. Let's do it. If other charts will be needed, then I will reduce its size. So I will use this width, right? This is okay. First of all, I will click on it, format painter and copy here. So this is count of product ID by is expired. So we can simply write product expired product versus in use, or something that will be more appropriate. Expired product versus unexpired is the correct intoning. So you can write anything, and here we will make it bold, select some font color, align it to center. Somehow these percentage values are not visible. You can see most of the products that are there are expired because it's an older data set. So in visual, first select this. In visual we have detail label, but still it is not visual because value size will be more. It is 40. Here 10 is better, you can see, and we will keep the size to around 10. You can see 4.47k products are expired and 2.27k are unexpired. So this is how we can create a categorical field. And if you want, you can use them as a filter as well, because we still have some space here. So like we can utilize that space. So how to do that? Let's copy this and reduce its size. Okay, and here instead of is color, I will just write is expired. So from here we can select either yes or no. Okay, how many total expired product? Total price is 1.13 million. Total stock quantity is 226,000. 57.30 total inventory value is expired actually. So this way you will have better analysis of your stock value. So this type of reports will help the you know purchase managers, stock managers in maintaining everything. Now, as we have seen, expired product versus unexpired products count, and their prices also can be seen with the help of these filters. Let's copy this and put it here, and we will try to create another chart here, and in that chart we will see for different type of product category that we have, what is the price, total price of products that we have. So we have actually this total inventory value that we have calculated. So what is total inventory value by product category? And for such kind of categorical data, we can see or use a stacked column chart. So we can select this and change it to a stacked column chart first. And instead of it is expired, we can bring uh, the product category here. So you will see it is either electronics, clothing or home appliances. And here instead of count of product ID, we will bring total inventory value. Okay, you can see they almost have equal values, like values are very close to each other. If you want to see average total inventory price, you can select average here. If you want to select maximum, minimum, so you can select those values here. So we will keep it as sum here, and if you want to show those numbers here, you can go here and enable the data label. Actually those numbers are visible here, but color is not visible over this color. So we will go to their value settings and select font color as a light color. Now we will be able to see them, and the title for this will be total inventory value by product category. So we can go to general tab and change the title. Now let's say, since we have selected the stacked column chart here, so and we have the sum of total inventory here. Let's say we also want to see total stock quantity. Since total inventory value will be in dollars and stock quantity is a number. So if you have to see that, so we also have one other chart which is line and stacked column chart. In line and stacked column chart, you can see it gets highlighted. So first of all, we can go and change that. So color is something that we can choose as a darker color now. So this is one thing. Next thing is, here we have an additional line which is line y axis, where we can use the other value, that is a stock quantity. And here you can see we can bring the stock quantity here. Since we have a space here, so we will put three different visuals here. So let's increase the size. First let me copy it, and I will try to create the size here so that it will fit three columns easily. So let me, yeah, I think this will be okay. And now here you can see this particular line represents sum of quantity, which is on different axis, and this particular axis represents sum of total inventory value. So this is how we can create total inventory value by product category. And similarly, we can bring other categorical fields also. For example, let's say we want to bring the color size variation. So total inventory value by color size variation we can write here. We can see green large, we can see blue medium, and red is small. So with green we only have large, with blue we only have medium, with red we only have small. But we created this thing just to learn. And here we can use something else. For example, let's say we don't want to see the sum of stock quantity, but we want to see for these different categories. Let me show you. For these different categories, we want to see product category wise color size variations and sum of total inventory. So we will select the ribbon chart here. In ribbon chart, color size variation will be on the x-axis, sum of total inventory on the y-axis, and in legend we are actually going to bring the product category. So you will see the, now what you are seeing here is ranking. For example, you can see in green large group, which is for clothing, the sum of total inventory value is higher, but in case of blue medium group it is lowest, right? And similarly in the third category, that is red is small, it is on the second rank. So in terms of sum of total inventory value, what is the rank of clothing, electronic and home appliances in each of color size variation is something that we can see in the ribbon chart. That's why it is a very useful chart to understand performance, or uh, how different type of values or categories appear in different type of categories. So this is very important here. So we just have to change it. So this is basically total inventory value by color size variation and product category. So now let's see what are the top 5 most valuable products. For that we will simply copy this, and here first of all on x-axis we are going to bring the product name, and you can see actually we have only 4 different type of products. Yeah, so this will be it. Like total, I thought if we had to bring product ID, for example, what I was confused with. So like product IDs will be many product IDs here, right? Product ID wise if you have to see this, but since product name actually is also kind of a category, it's a monitor or a smartphone, so you can see values like 22.6 million is monitor, 22.0 million is smartphone, 21.4 million headphone, and 20.3 million laptop. So these are the different product, and this is total inventory value by product name. So we will simply change the title by product name here. If you don't want to use the line y-axis, so we can also use the funnel chart where we can actually see their ranking, like monitor 22.58 and laptop 20.33. If the font color is not visible, we can go to data labels, values, and select a font color so that it's visible. So you can, that's how you can use the funnel chart. You can say laptop is around 90% and monitor is around 100%. If it considers the highest value as 100%, then if that is 100%, then laptop it has is at 90 percentile or percent. Yeah, okay. Now we also have the warranty period of these products. So let's use another chart that we can use for categorical values. Although it's a number, but we are going to use it as a categorical field because we have only 3 different values, 1, 2 or 3. So let's say we want to see total inventory value on the basis of warranty period as a category. We will use a tree map here. First of all, as we have done so far, we will copy the formatting here, and in category we will actually bring the warranty period. In details we will bring nothing. In values we will bring total inventory value. And you can see products that have warranty period of around 3 years, their total inventory value is 29.66 million. For 1 year, 28.47, and least is in the case of 2-year warranty period products, 28.20 million. So tree map, ranks the values. So like first it is 3, then 1, then 2. So it ranks like this and give them different type of colors as well based on the theme. And these are the details. If you want to change details, if you want to show something else, you can select the details from here. The one thing I will rename is, instead of writing sum of total inventory value, I will simply write total inventory value by warranty period. We have many different type of product dimensions also, and these product dimensions are like 10 by 10 by 10 centimeter, 10 by 10 by 11 centimeter, and so on. So if you want to see something like total stock quantity or inventory value by these different dimensions, then we can create a simple stack column chart or a clustered bar chart, whatever you prefer. So we will simply copy the formatting from here, and in y-axis we will simply bring the dimension here, so product dimension. And on x-axis, here we have to do reverse, like on y-axis you put the categorical field, on x-axis you put whatever numerical field you have to put. So we will use the sum of total inventory here. So now you will see, for product that are 6 by 16 by 11 centimeter, we have the highest value of total inventory. And here we can rename for this visual as total inventory value by product dimensions. So based on the data set, this is a simple chart that we can prepare, a simple interactive dashboard that we can prepare here with all the filters we can use. We can actually get rid of color and size in, because we don't have different combinations. We can use other parameters like product dimension, etc. here. And is expired is something that we have used as a calculated field. So now you can use this dashboard to analyze the overall inventory, and in the similar way, whatever the company requires, we can put there. So try this from your end and see if you are able to create a simple dashboard like this from your own creativity, from your own understanding of this particular subject. You can also include or exclude any particular data that is here. And if you have any suggestions or questions, you can ask them in the comment section. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing dashboards like this for you every day. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.